You're streaming. All right. Well, who wants to do a recap for me?
I can. So, last time, 2 weeks ago, we found ourselves
Let's
back in...
welcome our listeners first.
Oh, yeah, well. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Jaygeons and Dragclarks. I'm Corey, also known as Benning Chesterton, in the Tomb of Annihilation campaign. With me, as always, is Mike, our DM, Kaziri Teripitin, Geth Stormwind, and Cloggy Stormdrain. Last week, our adventure... Sorry, not last week, 2 weeks ago. Last time, our adventure opened up with us in Port Nyanzaru, having just gotten back from... coming back from Cap Vengeance to drop off some wounded and sick Order of the Gauntlet members. We sent Gondolo, because Ferul got killed. We sent Gondolo packing and kept his Triceratops. Bought some things in Port Nyanzaru, attempted some schemes. And then we decided to charter a boat to take us back out onto the ocean around the northeastern peninsula of Chult, down to Refuge Bay, so that we could go to the ancient Yuan-Ti city of Hisari, since that was basically our only lead on Rasa Nissi, the warlord necromancer who was aligned with the Yuan-Ti, who is essentially our only lead, really, in what's going on with this potential death curse and the soulmonger here in Chult. We got to Hisari after convincing some wandering giants that we, in fact, did not have that Ring of Frost. And Hisari was completely abandoned. We noticed that there was some sort of ward around the city, preventing the Yuan-Ti from ever coming back. We looked around a little bit, couldn't find much, found a piece of paper with one word on it, that word being Omu, which is a cursed city. And was a like a stronghold for Rasa Nissi. Up in the air, we spotted a Aarakockra, or bird person, monk flying around. We were able to flag him down by running help, I think, in the sand. And he came down, told us a little bit about where we were, and how the last remnants of the royal family were at Kir Sabal, a monastery, essentially, that him and his order of monks protect. And he agreed to, during the day at least, help escort us from the air to Kir Sabal from Hisari, so that we could find it a little bit easier.
He also really, really liked being called Aaron.
Aaron, that's right.
Yeah, and that pretty much sums everything up. So
It's in my notes. It's the first question was it apostrophe or was it a hyphen? And we decided both.
apostrophated hyphens.
Yes, A apostrophe hyphen A Ron.
And regrettably, in our last session, the DM was rolling stupid well the entire day.
That did happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks later, you're still fucking talking about it.
Yeah, I feel bad about it because it was completely unintentional.
Right, unintentional.
Yeah.
If I wanted to kill you guys, I could have done it with the zombie T-Rex. I mean, geez.
That's true.
Look, all I'm saying here is stop mistaking a one-sided dice and a 20-sided dice.
Damn it, how did he figure it out?
Trick dice are for rogues, not DMs.
Yeah.
All right, but we ended up...
Let this disaster warlock live.
So, it is late in the afternoon. You guys are still in the ruins of Hisar, and Aaron is there with you, and it is getting late in the day, beginning to be early evening. What would you like to do?
About how long does it look like we have until it's time to make camp for the evening? Like, could we get an hour or two of traveling in, or is that asking a little bit much?
Make a survival check.
Yeah, alright. Okay, that's 13.
It's enough to tell you that maybe you could get an hour or two in, but with the way the jungle is and how dense it is, it might be pushing it, but you can certainly try.
and we're like 2 days hike away from the coast anyway, so it's not like we could work our way back there tonight. All right, Will. What do you guys think? Make camp in a ruined city that we know at least one type of creature won't attack us.
What's option 2?
Option 2 is travel like an hour or two into the forest and try to make camp as the light's waning.
Will we be harder to spot an hour or two forward? Will it shorten our travel up at all if we go now? Otherwise, let's just stay here at the known commodity.
Could be an hour or two ahead.
I don't think there's really any sort of appreciable difference, at least.
Then why should we make an appreciable effort?
Agreed.
Hour.
I say we hunker down for the night and in a place that seems a little more dependable.
Is there look? You said it's a ruined city. Is there any moderately surviving buildings at least that we could camp in one of them or something like that?
I mean, there's some walls that are up that you could use as a windbreak or a fire back. There's nothing really substantial still standing.
What about sitting?
There's plenty of sitting spots.
So there's not like a building that's got like 4 walls left, no roof, and at least a doorway or something.
No, because if you remember, the city has partially collapsed into an underground cavern, so it is on unstable terrain.
I do remember that.
So it is not
is there any loose gravel around my feet?
tons.
Can I grab a piece and throw it into the city and see how long it takes for it to sit there and make a sound?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay. Roll for rocks.
Improvised attack.
That 16 plus my dexterity, which is 2. So it's a natural, or it's a dirty 18 with no perception involved, or no proficiency involved.
All right, so you throw this rock. Could you roll just a random, damage attack for me, a D4 for an improvised weapon?
That's a 1.
Trash wizard takes down another building.
So you
The
managed
entire
to
city falls apart. Ha ha! Fuck me, right?
Yeah, we're not quite to that point. You managed to get a good swing on this rock, goes, a good freaking 60, 70 foot, and pings off of a pillar, and turns out that was just enough to get this pillar to come crashing over, and you just made another sitting spot.
But that one's down in the hole, right?
No, it's up here.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad we didn't pick that spot.
Is there anything that's like at least marginally structurally sound that we could like lean up against for the evening? It's not like in danger of actually collapse, like a single wall that's not like completely crap.
I just point to Cloggy.
Well, easily enough by taking a look around to the west here. There's a wall here and another wall here. So if you guys wanted,
I call the corner.
you could pick either of those corners and use them easily enough.
Is this sort of archway up here to the northeast? Is that like hole laying down on the ground?
Yeah, for the most part, it is whole.
All right. What if we use that as like a nook, and then I could just do my spell, the alarm, and just do a string straight across the opening down here, and we could have like a semi-secure sort of camp.
And then I can put down one of our tiki torches, and the bugs won't come in either.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Tiki torch.
I see this.
Silver string.
I see no way this will fail us, except for the obvious way it's going to fail us.
I mean, honestly, it's smart proof.
Yep.
Meaning the only people who can ruin it is fools.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you guys would like, position yourselves for the evening, make, your betting mint.
Betting mint?
Betting mint.
Bedingment.
Yeah. It's like disaster beds.
Disaster beds for trash wizards.
And
Yep.
where you would like to put your alarm and so on and so forth.
Actually, Kaziri, if you could scoot at least a square back to your left, I was going to try to put the alarm string right through that 5-foot space right there. So it's basically like here.
And then could the alarm say crikey? Like as soon as something comes through, it's not like an angry crikey. It's just surprised.
It's like basically I cast it and it's set for an audible alarm, and it says "Crikey Moses" as soon as something that isn't one of our party members walks through it.
So, are you guys all comfortable for the evening? Are you going to be making any kind of a watch rotation or anything?
I say Taven takes all watches.
Why didn't we start doing that earlier?
That's good. That's a really great point. I mean, at least our watches probably don't need to be that hard because we at least have like partial cover from the wall behind us, right? I mean, does that make sense?
I mean, and first off, what are we looking for enemies here? Snakes?
Planes.
What are we? No, like this is a legitimate question. What are we looking for?
I mean, probably the same shit as usual. I mean, there's probably typical cannibals in the forest somewhere sacrificing people to whatever god it is they worship.
What if we had a sign that just sat there and said they went that way, but in reality we went this way?
I mean, do you have any spells that can do that?
I have a stone, and we can write that on a rock.
I don't think you understand how writing works.
I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? They come right for us, like, "Ooh, we got your sign. We knew you instantly were lying based off of a rock."
All right, fine, go for it. Anyway, I think we should
All right.
really get this.
I do exactly that to one of the rocks over here.
I'll take.
Telling people to go the wrong way.
I'll take first watch.
All right, who's taking second and third?
Taven and Taven. I'll take second watch.
And then
Okay.
Taven take third watch.
All right. Then Benning, can you make a perception check for me?
Sure. Is Taven not going to sleep inside the camp?
Fine, he'll move inside.
Turns out it's an illusion. Crikey Moses!
You said perception?
Yep.
It's a 12.
All right. And with that being said, nothing exciting happens on your watch.
Fantastic.
All right. How about you, Kaziri?
For what? Perception check? This is
Yeah.
gonna be terrible. Can I advantage because I asked politely?
Sure, why not? No.
I could have used it because I got a 3.
Oh. Okay, so you got a 3.
Yep. This is when we die. This is when we die.
So, you don't notice anything weird other than a slight pickup in the breeze,
Oh, fuck.
And-
He farted, didn't he?
a weird kind of death-like smell coming across the wind, but not uncommon in the jungles of Chult.
Taven, what the hell did you eat?
He just rolls over and another fart rips.
Ah!
All right. But other than that, nothing exciting happens on your watch.
Wonderful. When Taven wakes up, I do recommend a change in diet. Perhaps he should go freegan.
Okay, well, he wakes up, positions himself back here for a little more cover, and he takes his watch.
So he's going to vent it towards all of us? What a fucking asshole.
Well, he didn't want to be in front of all of you. He felt that was rude after your comment of changing his diet.
Yeah, maybe he should change his brain too.
All right, I need to pull him up really fast.
I think if we find like artifacts that like increase somebody's intelligence, that we should give it to Taben.
All right.
I think we should invent an artifact and sell it to him.
And so he'd probably buy it.
This is how Kaziri went from one of the heroes of the campaign to ultimate douchebag villain.
Well, yeah, lawful evil.
All right. So let's see here. That's 12 for him. All right. Let me get him. And once I find out what his perception is, if this thing would ever load,
28.
I wish.
All he does is say things and do nothing. Just like Australian Michael Caine here.
It sounded almost like an Australian
Not that
Forrest
good.
Gump.
All right.
Something saved me.
G'day.
Good eye, Jedi.
Stupid is, stupid does.
What am I gonna do with you guys?
My mama calls me Mozzie because I'm annoying like a mosquito.
All right, so
I'm so sorry to everybody in Oceania.
we're looking at how much is he gonna get hurt for? Oh fuck!
Do you have indigestion or something? Necrotic damage to his bowels?
Did he just fucking die? Seriously, what just happened?
Yeah.
Right?
The first one misses. Second one's gonna hit.
These two of something? What the fuck is going on?
Okay. Look, I know I give Tabin a lot of shit, but I need my meat shield.
I need my meat
Okay.
shield. We need meat shields. All the squishy.
Some description of what's going on.
You'll get it here in a second.
After he's dead?
His Tabin's fucking corpse falls in the campfire.
Looks like meat's back on the menu. Been over a year since we heard.
So what
Wait.
you guys camped out next to was 2 assassin vines.
What the hell does that mean?
At first, I thought that said asinine.
It was pretty asinine.
That's 9 vines.
Okay, first off, even going vegan is gonna kill you now?
Let's see here.
You heard it here first, folks.
So Tabin takes 11 damage in a surprise round and is restrained. Just so you guys know.
Can you like get out like a shout of like, ah, what the fuck? Something will like
But
wake us up.
can it sound like Australian Forrest Gump though? Is that his voice?
So we know, but are we aware?
Not at the moment.
So like, what
Who's
do we
on
do?
watch right now?
Tabin?
Tabin.
David.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the
And
guys.
they
He took
came
watch in the dumbest location.
And they came up the backside because he didn't make a full route of
You said backside.
because they've been sitting here the whole time and they're pretty much imperceivable unless they move, and they've been sitting on the ruins you guys have made camp by.
Wouldn't this be a hostile creature that tripped off the alarm spell, but basically made it in a straight line instead of a cube? Fuck, we're
Yeah.
fucked. We're
Yep.
fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked.
So if I can at least get you
Listen,
guys
man.
to roll initiative right now, we'll see if we can wake somebody up.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty fun.
Hey, that's a number. There's 2 digits to it.
You want us to type it in to hold on to it?
Either way works.
What did everybody else get? Yeah, that's not bad numbers, boys.
We got numbers.
I think we
Benning's
woke up.
last one was a 23 anyways.
Yeah, official motto of Jaygeons and Dragclarks. We have numbers.
You have numbers.
Really going after the lotto crowd.
With the Buddy Christ.
There's our next T-shirt idea. It's just me on a T-shirt just going.
But we'll call that their surprise round anyways. So, Benning, you managed to hear Tabin kicking against the rock, and it disturbs your sleep and wakes you up, so you're up.
Alright, what do I see?
You see what appear to be these vines hanging down over the backside of these ruins, choking Tabin out.
Choking Tabin out, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, well, then I guess I'll start with, let's see what these things are weak to. Do I see, like clumps of vines? Is it, like, just, like, vines reaching over the thing and grabbing Tabin?
It looks like a mass of plants with these vines coming out of it and what appears to be carcasses of creatures underneath some of the bigger fern-type leaves.
So, like, I do see, like, 2, like, origin points for the vines, right? So
In a manner, yes.
Alright, well...
It looks like a series of plants, and the vines from the plants in that general area are attacking you guys.
Okay.
Like douchebags choking out other plants.
So, like, in a manner, like, that's close enough to Tabin to maybe release its hold on him, but not close enough so that he'll get hit by it. On the right-hand side, like in between Tabin and Gith, I'm going to shoot a firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, that's your metagaming, but that's your first thing you're gonna do.
Firebolt? If
Did you read his shirt?
Yeah. Okay. 14.
Just barely hits.
Oh, alright. Alright, that's 5 damage. Do I see anything happen?
It doesn't seem to be too bothered by fire.
More importantly, do the rest of us hear anything? Hint, hint.
At the crackling of the spell and the release and the hit, you guys all get startled awake.
Well, I was going to use my free action to shout, like, something's fucking happening.
You can do that as well.
Murder's
The
happening.
deviation in noise from normal jungle noise definitely disturbed everybody else.
All right, I'm going to try on the left-hand side, like between Tabin and myself, a Ray of Frost. Shit,
All right.
just chuck that off
You
my...
going for the same one?
No, on the so I shot the firebolt like through here,
Oh.
and I'm shooting the Ray of Frost on this side. Since I can't really
All right.
tell like where the vines are coming from, I'm just trying to like see if I can help them release Tabin.
Okay.
Ray of Frost, that's a 16.
That hits.
All right,
Why don't I have the proper music on?
that's a great question. For 1 damage. Sweet, back to that.
All right. Doesn't seem too bothered by Frozen either.
All right.
Okay, so up next, we have Guess.
Okay.
Start the Industrial Revolution up. I hear plants hate that.
I start to build a factory.
Roll for engineering.
Insufficient power plants.
I don't think I have any coal.
It's a factory to produce vine repellent.
Yes.
I guess can I start digging a hole?
If you want to.
Try to find coal.
Stupid
Anyway,
question, DM, is I did light one of the anti-pest tiki torches, and these vines are pestering us.
Regrettably, not flying insects.
Ah, damn it. Another way that shopkeeper fucked us from 2 weeks ago.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt
Okay.
at the one right next to me,
Okay.
and I'm probably not gonna hit it because that's an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
This
Good.
plant can dodge?
It's called Chaos Bolt. And I can do that again, right? Because we do second level is bonus.
Mm-hmm.
But we usually would say we have to cast 2 different spells.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna switch then to Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do 14. Let's go with acid damage.
Okay.
Wait, was that a good choice?
I don't know. You tell me.
I have no idea.
He told you what his choice was. I think he's waiting to hear the result.
It hit and did damage.
Okay,
That's something.
that's worth something.
All right. Anything else you would like to do?
Can I get back over whatever barrier we set up?
Oh yeah, it's like it's just like a silver piece of thread. You can go right through it because it like
Step
basically
over
like
it. Step over it.
basically like it goes across and then it disappears when the spell's active.
They get an attack of opportunity then.
Yep.
At least the first one. How about an 11?
That will not hit me.
And
Oh, crikey,
actually,
that hit the ground.
the other one does as well.
Really?
What's wrong with Kazoo?
Yeah.
How far does it reach?
Well,
Apparently
You'll have
it's
to see.
it's at least 10 feet.
It was right here.
yep. At least 10 feet. How about a 17?
That'll hurt
Kiss shield. Kiss shield.
Okay.
next time.
I need you to make a strength check for me.
Oh god, this won't go well. That was a good roll. 15.
Actually, I shouldn't have you done that, but either way, I'll say you take 11 points of damage and manage to wriggle your way out of the vines that were attempting to grapple you. I like it that way better, actually. Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
I don't think I can.
Loggy's up.
All right. I will move to attack with the battle axe.
Okay.
Ouch. That is only a 7.
That does not hit. Ooh, I'm going to need more dice. Those are the words you never want to hear a DM say.
I was about to say, like, dude. is this your, like, fucking tired of the campaign? You want to go play something else now?
Well, then, as my bonus action, I want to cast Firebolt.
All right. At the same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is only 12.
That does not hit. You just barely miss. It just swings right between the leaves of this plant and just scorches a few of them, but doesn't make contact.
Well, botany was never my strong point. That ends my turn.
Okay, Kaziri is up.
First question here is from Benning's Firebolt. Have I noticed any smoke coming from these plants?
No, it's almost like when the flame hit, it quenched slightly. And there was steam, but no smoke.
That's a very weird thing to show up at a Dave Matthews concert. All right. I'm going to sit there as I go. Don't worry, guys. I can cast Firebolt too, but Eldritch Blast comes out.
Roll for it.
That is an 11 plus 7, 18.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Does fire look different to everyone else now, too?
What?
He said he was casting Firebolt, and it was something else.
Yep.
So
That would
I
be...
was observing that
Oh.
it looked
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. 11 points of force damage.
All right. To which one? The top one or the bottom one?
The entire idea is I want to try to give Taven a chance to wrestle free from the vines.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to go with the one closest to me, but specifically going just directly to the origin of the vines that are grabbing Taven.
Okay, perfect. Well, after that, the vines are up.
I still have my main action.
Oh, yeah, my bad, man.
Yeah. At this point, I'm going to see here, cast Armor of Agathis on myself, giving me 10 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And once that's in, I'm going to use those very icy spikes, and I'm running straight through, and into the assassin vines.
Okay.
Try to shoulder blast them. And you tell me what we do with that.
Well, are you actively trying to smack the vines with your armor?
Yeah, I'm acting like a blocker on special teams, just trying to sit there and blow up somebody on the kickoff team.
Oh,
Could you just
somebody
make
watched
a
football this afternoon.
general athletics check for me to see how well you can run into a plant?
Athletics check. Athletics check.
Because you're trying to find the origin of this plant.
Let's see how well Kaziri sports. That's not bad. 19 minus 1, 18. I sports at 18.
Turns out you managed to find the originating stalk of this entire
Origin of assassin
mass
species.
and throw yourself into the stalk there. And if you want to roll, God, what would that be? I don't even know how to roll that.
I mean, it could definitely
It's
be
not
like a shove action.
Well, the strength roll was for his attack. That was what I was using for his attack, just to see how well he could hit the damn thing.
Mhm.
I mean, I'd be fine with just giving Taven a chance to rest himself.
Shit. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, since you got 10 temporary hit points, D10?
Yeah, 10 spikes. 10 spikes. 3 icy spike damage.
Okay.
And does that set the plant on fire because fire and water apparently don't work anymore?
Well, 3 damage. All right. So your icy spikes make contact, but they don't seem to really harm it too much.
Fucking nature. That's my turn.
Okay, now the plants are up. So the one that is grabbing Taven is going to make an attack at Cloggy there. Shit. Oh, I don't want this to be starting this way already. That's a natural 20 against you, Cloggy.
Alright, as a reaction, I want to be able to cast Shield.
Okay, go for it.
In a reaction, I want to tell the plant to fuck off.
So, it'll just be a straight roll then, and I won't double the dice. Because a natural 20 will still hit because it's a natural 20, but it's not going to be the double dice damage.
Okay.
Well, that is a total of 7 damage to you. And I need you to make a strength check for me.
I didn't do any. Minus. There it is. That is an adjusted 19.
All right. As this plant is swinging its vines at you, it's attempting to wrap them around you. But with shield popping up, it manages to deflect the vines enough that you are not grappled.
Awesome.
So the other one is going to make another attack at Taben. Let's see if he... I think, if I'm not mistaken, that should... No, that just hits. Alright. Okay. So that ends that. But Taben, at the start of his turn, is going to take 21 points of damage.
Starting to think that Geth had a pretty good idea.
Alright.
Spare the dying pump? Is that my job now?
He's going to make a strength check to try and break free.
I want to break free.
Oh,
I want to break free.
He manages to break free.
Yes.
Not liking what he's seeing, though. Because this doesn't seem like a good place for him, especially since he got his ass handed to him. He's going to try and get the hell out of there. 15, 20...
Use your main action to disengage.
That is exactly what he's going to do. Because it is one of those, I'm getting the fuck out of here deals.
Tweet, or, yeah, whatever that pigeon noise is. There we go. Get the fuck out of here.
That basically concludes what Taben is capable of doing. So, next up, we would have Grundle, which I think I forgot to pull his page up. So we have him. So he was over there with you guys.
By the way, is that not the most unfortunate nickname that we've given to any of our player characters?
Grumble?
He should be over here with you guys.
Grundle.
It's Grumble, not Grundle.
Oh,
All right.
Apparently it's been months in this campaign. I never bothered to learn his nickname.
So his name is Grundledorf,
Yeah.
but his nickname is Grumble, and it's because of his disposition.
Oh, okay.
He is going to...
It's not because of... Got it. I'm there now.
He's not a taint.
Thank you,
fire
Lenny.
off 2 charges of magic missile. All right, which should be. Let's see if he hits. Oh yeah, that's definitely hitting. So that is going to be.
I thought Magic Missile automatically hits.
It does. It's an auto hit.
Yeah, there we go. Brain fart. So yeah, that is definitely hitting. So that is going to be 2 charges. So what? That would be 2d4 per missile.
It's 1d4 plus 1 for...
Yeah,
for
so
each
so when you use 2 charges,
One more
so
dart
if
at a
that
higher
bumps,
level.
yeah, so that's 4d4 plus 4.
All right. So 2, 3. All right, does 12 damage to... I've never used Magic Missile before, so I had no idea. To that one. Okay. So I don't think he has any more range stuff he can do.
He could throw his voice at it.
He could throw his voice at it. That would be a main action for that. This is why I hate not being 100% familiar with you guys. So hold there for the minute. Screw it. He'll move forward into him.
I bet what he'd do is try to dodge the plants and get the caravan out of here.
Okay. So that takes care of that. We're back at the top with Benning.
All right. I'm gonna start my turn to cast in Mage Armor on myself since it's pretty late in the morning hours, and that will have worn off by now. So I cast Mage Armor to start with, and then with my main action, I'd like to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, and I'm gonna stick that hand right over here, right next to Cloggy, and it's going to reach out and try to grab that Assassin Vine.
All right. So strength check on its part.
Yeah.
Total of 20.
Shit.
Hey, Mike, can you do me a favor? Can you take that dice you're rolling and throw it across the room and not pick it up again?
Yeah, I was about to switch them out.
All right. Well, then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up, we have...
Is that one of the dice where you just added a whiteout 1 to every single digit number?
No, it's the same dice I've been using the whole time. They're these.
He rolled a
two sets of
120.
green. Geth is up.
All right.
I don't know how he did this.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to get advantage on this, and cast Chaos Bolt again
Okay.
at the second level.
At which one?
At the one that I did before, this guy.
Okay.
So that is a 24 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Yay. Okay. I gotta find that guy. Yikes, I rolled horribly. So it'll be 6 cold damage.
All right.
And something else happened, I think. Nope, because I rolled horribly. Okay.
That concludes, or you got anything else you want to do?
And then I want to cast Acid Splash.
Okay.
That's a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Let's see if these new dice help you guys out. It rolled a 10.
He does not pass.
Okay.
So
Mike, were you mixing up the D20 with the D100 again?
Nope.
3 acid damage.
Okay.
And are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yes, technically.
So the other one has to make a saving throw too.
Okay. Hey, you rolled a 10 also. I'm glad I swapped out my 20s.
He will also take 3 acid damage.
Okay.
Now I'm done.
So then we have, if I'm not mistaken, Cloggy.
All right. I am going to move back here.
All right, that's going to be 2 attacks of opportunity then.
All right.
So hopefully these... That is going to be a 2 and a 3 for a total of 8 and 9.
Okay. Neither will hit.
Good deal.
And if you add them together, they still won't hit.
No, not by a long shot. All right. I want to switch out then also to my longbow. And
Okay.
still have an action that I can take. I would like to still try and hit the vine to the north of Tabin there.
Go for it.
17.
Oh, that'll definitely hit.
And 12 piercing.
All right. Anything else you would like to do?
Let me Yeah, why not? Let's. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. Then at that same vine.
Go for it.
Like I said, Industrial Revolution spell.
I have that too. I should have used it.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 will not hit.
Crap.
Oh man, which Witch Bolt will hit?
Anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that will be it for me.
All right. Kaziri's up.
All right, so here's the deal. I'm kind of a little upset that my nap got interrupted. So I'm gonna take out my dagger, and I'm gonna flip it so that I can just sit there and come down, and I'm just gonna go right into the heart of this assassin vine I'm next to, and just stab for all it's worth.
All right. Give it a shot.
16 plus.
Oh, you already hit.
That'd be a dirty 20. That's why I wanted to look it up. The dirtiest of 20s.
Filthy 20.
And that's max damage. I'll be 6 piercing damage right
All right.
into the face of this assassin vine.
What's next on your agenda, sir?
Oh God. Does it look like it's starting to, plant die?
A little bit. I mean, you're giving it a good pruning between your spikes and your stabbing.
All right. I will. Let's see here. I will cast Blade Ward on myself, and I'm going to get right next to plant and whisper to it, "Global warming's gonna fucking come for you." And that's my turn.
Okay. So that means the assassin vines are up now. We're going to have the top one, 10, 15, 20. What happens if your earthen grasp is occupied in the same space as a creature, Corey?
I don't think it can. I don't think a creature can occupy the same space as it.
That's what I thought.
'Cause
Oh,
it's
well,
like another thing,
It's
I
a
have to choose
projection
an
from the
unoccupied
ground.
space to put it on to start with, but that's the last thing it says about anything like that.
all right, then we'll have it be an object that we'll have to find a way to destroy that if possible. But it's going to
find
go.
a way to destroy your hand.
Yes.
That's
It's-
not menacing.
So that one, how far is the range on that? 30 foot. All right, it's going to make a cube here. So there is a 15-foot cube that just became animated. The vines that exist within it are now animated, and I'm going to need Cloggy and Geth to make strength checks.
7.
Where's Geth?
I'm muted. Sorry. I also rolled. I'm also a 7.
All right, both of you are now restrained by vines and can no longer move any further.
Perfect.
This other one, though, is going to take a shot at Kaziri because she took a stab at him.
You get attacked at Kaziri.
Okay.
That is. How about a 14?
14 does not hit.
All right. And that concludes the plant's turn.
Yeah, like I said, global warming. Days are numbered.
So that means that we have Taven. I accidentally just closed out his page.
Oh, he's dead? Okay.
Oh no.
But he is going to make a javelin throw at the one that just attacked Kaziri.
And hits me instead.
Oh, actually, he rolled surprisingly well. So that is going to be a 14 plus whatever his modifier is, which doesn't matter because it's going to hit. And 5, 10, yeah, that's just And he'll take a step forward before he does that, so he's not at disadvantage. That is going to be 2d6. Not a whole hell of a lot. All right. And that will be his turn. So we're going to have Grundle do his shit. And
Grumble.
Grumble.
Yep.
He's
Never
gonna,
confuse that with the commentator Brian Grundle.
He's going to attack with his chromatic warhammer.
Doesn't Grundledorf mean son of Grundle?
So
I think it means smaller than Grundle.
that's going to hit. That is going to be, we'll say two-handed, so a d10 plus 4.
I don't actually know what his dad's name is. He always just calls him Sergeant Bumblebums.
So Dorf is like Ito.
That's 9.
Maybe.
So he's little Grundle.
All right. So that'll end that. We're back at the top.
Back to reality.
Benning.
Those gravity.
All right. Well, for my action, the hand is going to try to make another attempt to grab the assassin vine. So that's another
Okay.
DC 15 strength saving throw.
Oh, missed my box.
Good.
All right, it's grappled.
All right. And then it takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage as the fist fucking crushes the shit out of its fucking life. That's 7 damage.
All right.
All right. And then for my bonus action, the one that isn't currently restrained by a hand. By the way, it is restrained now. I'm going to cast the cantrip Toll the Dead on.
Okay.
So that is a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw for this one right here.
Rolled a natural 19.
Son of a bitch. All right, that's it for me.
Okay. Then it should be Guess now. Must be muted again.
I gotta stop muting. Okay. I am restrained. So I can still, like, do stuff, I just can't move.
Yeah, your movement speed is 0, and attacks that you make have disadvantage. I'm guessing that means like melee attacks.
Yeah. I would say
and you
melee
have
attacks.
disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay. I'm going chromatic orb at that same dude I've been trying to shoot at.
Okay.
Is this disadvantage?
I wouldn't say magic is because it doesn't involve any kind of, real stance with it.
Okay. That is a
Well, I don't know.
17 to hit.
Worry about it later. Yeah, that'll hit. At least it gets
14 lightning damage. Oh, not 14. There's one more. 20. No, 19. I can't add. 19 lightning damage.
all right. Anything else you would like to do?
Do another acid splash.
Okay.
So that's a dex saving throw for both of them.
Yeah, I guess it does say that attack rolls have disadvantage. So yeah, that would have been at disadvantage. We'll just worry about that later.
Okay.
So this one would have disadvantage.
But it's a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. He rolled an 18.
What about the other one?
The other one rolled a 1.
So he fails. The other one passed. For 5 acid damage.
All right.
And then I'm done.
All right. Cloggy's up.
All right. The vine that is currently holding me, does that have anything to do with the one that Benning's hand is holding onto?
Yes.
Is his spell affecting the vines that are holding me at all?
No.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
Right. So I will attempt to. I guess I'll attempt to try and get the vine off of me through some sort of a melee attack, yes.
Are you going to go after the main vine or the ones that are animated around your feet now?
The ones that are animated around my feet.
Okay. Because it's restrained, it would just be a strength check to see if you could snap the vines.
Okay. An adjusted 19.
Yeah, it's like you might as well have just been sinking in a little sand. You just break your feet free that easy.
You better use more than Kleenex if you want to hold Cloggy down.
All right. The one that Benning's spell has grappled, do I get an advantage against the attack on that?
Attack rolls
Yes, you
against it
would.
do have advantage, yeah.
But you used your action to break the restraint.
Oh, okay, so I just get a bonus then?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Would I get an advantage against a spell attack?
Yes, it would still be advantage.
Okay.
Because it
I'm
is
just-
grappled.
I'm gonna try and cast Witch Bolt one more time.
Go for it.
It does have
Yeah.
disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Wow, unbelievably, I rolled 2 6s.
Yeah, that's a 12 plus.
No. So apparently someone does not want me using spells right now.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I'm just gonna stand here looking disappointed.
All right, Kaziri's up.
I start off by venting the internal combustion engine, and I place it right in the heart of the vine. Quick, somebody give me some fuel. No,
I
let's
guess
see
fireball.
here. I guess my best option is to go dagger, but only once because I only have one dagger.
Okay.
Dagger, switch hands, dagger.
Dagger. Oops, I dropped this dagger. Plus... That will end up being a 15.
That'll hit.
Oh, wow. That surprises me.
Pretty sure we have to hit 13.
That is 3 plus 2, which is 5 damage.
All right.
And as this goes in, let's see here. What are my other options here? Oh, I can 2-weapon fight? Okay. Then I'm going to take out my boomerang. I'll sit there and in my other hand go, I know this isn't how I'm supposed to use this. I just really fucking hate you right now. And just boom, slam down with the boomerang.
Okay. Does the boomerang fall under a ranged weapon or what?
No, because I've never left it. It's an improvised weapon. I just don't get to add my proficiency modifier to it.
All right. Roll for me then.
That will be a 9.
That does not hit.
Ah, how do I miss a plant? That's my turn.
Okay. After that, then, it is the assassin vines.
Editor's note, you probably are going to need to bring that audio down afterwards.
Can't do
Okay.
it.
So, that one is going to make an attack at Grumble with disadvantage because it's restrained. And it fails miserably. The other one's going to make an attack at Kaziri. That fails.
What was the
And
number?
that 2.
Yeah, that fails.
It gets a +6.
Because
So,
plus you suck.
That
I'm
ends the
literally
turn.
right in your face and you can't hit me. You're about as useful as my boomerang.
It's probably a good thing I changed dice.
Yeah.
So, Taven's going to make another attack at... He's going to look at the 2, the one at the top. He's going to go for that one. With disadvantage because 5, 10... No, that's fine. But he rolled a 4, so he misses that. And it's Taven's turn. Grundle's going to take another swing with his Warhammer at that one. Grumble. That's going to hit. Based off of the modifier, he just kills a plant.
Which one?
The restrained one.
All right.
That guy's now dead, which means...
Does he release his last bit of oxygen and we get like a breath of fresh air?
No, it's more like choking pollen.
It's more like a fart. It's a fucking fart, isn't it?
But with that happening,
It's a fucking spinach
Cloggy
fart.
and Geth are no longer restrained.
Huzzah.
That ends Grumble's turn. Benning's up.
All right. Well, I guess what I'll do then is drop concentration on my Earthen Grasp and cast. Yeah, let's do this. For my action, I'm going to cast Shatter behind this Assassin Vine, like in this region back here. That way it doesn't hit my friends or me. And that's a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That fails with an 8.
Alright, so that's 3d8 thunder damage. So that's
editor's note for Aaron. Having Coldplay's Shiver, but we replace Shiver with Shatter would be great right now.
15 damage.
Okay.
And then
Every time you cast that spell, it's just Coldplay.
and then I'll use my bonus action to cast Toll the Dead again on that one. So that's a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
That is a failure.
Alright, so it's a d12 of damage. 10.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, no, not really.
All right, then Geth is up.
Alrighty. Gonna go Chromatic Orb again at the guy that's left.
Okay.
Pick psychic damage. I don't know if plants like to
20.
think. Psychic damage. Psychic damage.
You
I
hit.
don't think Psychic's an option.
Make it one.
Yeah, natural 20. 2, 3. That's 10 on the dice, so 20. Which one? Have I been able to tell if anything seemed to work?
It was just a straight 20. Because you got 10 on the dice, and there's no damage modifier.
Yeah, but it's a critical hit, so it becomes 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like
Um,
anything has been
and-
exceptionally effective.
Thunder damage.
Seems like it's not resistant to it, not vulnerable to it. It just kind of thunder damage.
Okay, that's cool. And splash him with acid again.
All right.
Could you say some wicked cold sis shit as like lightning just comes out of your orb?
Thunder shook.
Is a 13.
Yeah.
Thunder.
So what did you say?
13.
What is my... He does not pass.
Okay.
3 more acid splash damage.
How would you like to do this?
Splash acid.
While me and Kaziri are doing the AC/DC thing because of the thunder damage, I don't know, hurl the bowl of acid and say, what else? What is something AC/DC says? I don't know. I keep saying thunder, even though that was not thunder.
All right, works for me. So with that, gets splashed with acid right after a cacophonous blast of thunder, and with Geth chanting thunder, you kill another plant.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Hey, did anybody check the ice caps recently? DM, does this planet have ice caps?
No, it does not.
It does. Oh my god, we're all gonna fucking die.
Global warming has already happened.
Yeah. How are these plants still doing things?
So for that, everybody gets 280 experience.
Yeah, that's. Is my mind blown from the fact that there's no ice caps?
I don't know, is it?
Hey, DM, while we're on the subject of experience. Do I have any to add to my character from the last time I played? Does anyone know what the additions would have been from then?
We got base experience of 250. And then I know you gave 750 for roleplay last time.
Yeah. Which, well, what that was? I don't remember. Yeah, everybody should have gotten that, so it should be about another 1,000 from that last one.
Okay.
Corey, what's your experience at currently?
My experience total is 4,370
Okay. Thank you.
Anytime. It's right there, right on the screen.
Yep.
All right. So is there anything you guys would like to do before crashing for the night?
And vent the internal combustion engine.
It might take a few dozen years.
Well, since we're probably going to have to
I'm
sleep
sorry,
later
this is
now
a fantasy setting, and that's my fantasy.
now that the sleep has been
Rudely
interrupted, since we're going to have to wind up getting a later start in the day, I'm going to recast my alarm spell.
Okay.
And this time I'm going to do an actual square.
Lesson learned, I take it?
Lesson learned, unless it's a doorway, don't fucking leave it to one line. And then I'm going to set it to the same thing as I did last time. What was it, Kaziri? What was the alarm? Crikey Moses.
Yeah. And about 5 minutes later, I just put my hand right on Kaziri's shoulder and go, Crikey Moses! That's what I'm supposed to listen for, right? I'm sorry. I could see how that scared you. Sorry, but that's the key word, yes?
Yeah.
I want to see if I can retrieve the arrow and if it's still usable.
Yeah, definitely. It's not that hard to find. There's not that much there, and since most of this plant is green and the arrow is not, it stands out kind of like a sore thumb.
What about to me, because I'm colorblind?
Not even a little bit. It's brown on brown.
What kind of magician are you?
So, the next morning rolls around, and you guys get startled awake by one of these plants falling off of the archway that it was left laying on.
Son of a bitch.
Crikey Moses.
And the funny thing about it falling is it manages to dump some shit into your camp that was on the bodies that were near its root base that it was carrying around for nutrients.
Loot explosion.
Pretty much.
I don't want these nutrients.
So, you guys end up finding a partially destroyed book, a dark shard amulet, a double-bladed scimitar, and a bag of 50 beads of refreshment.
Dibs on the book, I think.
That dark shard amulet. As I hold on to it, do I die?
No, you do not die.
Am I sure?
You're not sure. You might die.
You say a double-bladed scimitar?
Yep.
That's interesting.
So,
like the two ends kind of thing.
yeah, similar in
Try to
nature.
picture.
Oh,
Okay.
like it's got a handle in the middle and it's like two blades going off to the side?
Let me see if I can pull it up.
'Cause I'm picturing like a Darth Maul kind of thing.
I gotta pull it up. I haven't looked at this in like a week because D&D Beyond stopped working at work.
See, like now, I was thinking that it was just a scimitar that had two edges.
I was trying to picture
they
that,
sharpened
yeah.
the top edge instead.
So,
All right, I put on the Dark Star amulet.
I figured you would appreciate that one.
Black
What
star.
happened?
You're
The
the
double
biggest man in the room.
scimitar is the signature weapon of the Valnar elves. A haft of fine wood supports a long blade on either end, forged with techniques honed over tens of thousands of years. So yes, it's kind of like a Darth Maul thing.
Are we still fighting?
Cool.
No. It's just an epic morning.
Does it do more than a D6 for damage?
It is While wielding this double-bladed weapon with 2 hands, the weapon has the finesse property for your attacks with it, and you gain +1 to AC. And it's the weapon damage die is a D4 in slashing damage.
Hey, as I put this on, I asked Taven, hey, do you have any candy?
But with the, let me get to this. With the double-bladed scimitar, you can make a second attack as a bonus action with it, though. Yep. Does what taste like candy?
No. Do you have any candy?
I could go check the Triceratops.
Yeah, go do that, and then give it to me. Give it to me, or else.
He's going to give you a dinosaur apple. Just hope you know that. Just so you prepared, because he's going to walk over here with shit in his hand.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to happen. And I'm going to cast a spell that I don't know, using the Darkstrahd amulet, called Friends. And like, and I just look at it as like, don't fuck me on this.
Well, he wanders over to the dinosaur and goes into his pack of all things. He doesn't look around, comes back with a small leather bag, and hands it to you.
I'm pretty sure that I have to roll for the Darkstar amulet since I don't know Friends.
I have to double check on that. I think it is a roll.
So I can use the amulet as a focus, and then I can try to cast a cantrip that I don't know. The cantrip must be on the Warlock spell list, and I must make a DC intelligence check of 10.
Interesting.
And my Arcana is +2, so let's see if I do it. 15 + 2, 17, so I cast the spell.
Friends.
Yep.
So Friends goes off. Yeah, he's now friends with me for the next minute.
Well, he brought you over a little bag.
I look inside the bag.
There's individually wrapped hard candies.
Holy shit, it wasn't crap.
And it came from his pack of all things.
Yeah, but it's hard candy. That's basically crap. All right, and I just sit there. It's like, all right, it's good to know that you'll be able to feed yourself. Here you go, David. I just hand him back the bag without putting anything in there or taking anything out.
Okay. That sums up. You guys curious about that book at all, or no?
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely curious about the book.
Spinning, yeah.
Okay, so flipping through the book, it ends up being kind of a short, abridged history of Chult, the royal family. It almost looks like it's somebody's notes following a similar path that you guys were. It's got some history of Chult, some history of the UNT in there, some history of the Aarakockra, history of the royal family. No.
Is this then the book that you have graciously given me the information for?
Yes, that book.
Fantastic. After thumbing through it a little bit, and I close it, look at both sides. This is going to be helpful, and I put it in my back.
Oh, we get it. Somebody can read. Yeah. I can read maps. I can read books.
But it's a lot of general information about the creatures. It doesn't really go too far in depth on, what the ones specific to this land are, but what they are in general, and just that kind of brief overview that you would get from something like a PBS special.
Sure,
what was the last monster put in? Because that's probably the one that killed him.
Let me look.
Was it a boner fart?
Bonafat. Looks like it's a 15-foot Yeti-like monster, lives in the mountains. Don't touch it. It's cold. Seriously, don't lick it.
Could I get somebody to make one more perception check for me?
Okay.
Where did you give me that
Once I find perception.
Google Drive.
18.
I
So-
remember this drive. I just can't remember where.
You managed to catch, slumping out of the armor of one of the corpses, what appears to be a singular piece of paper.
If that fucking thing says Omu on it, I swear to God I'm going to lose my shit.
If it says "got you," I'll lose my shit. Hey, can you tell me if it says "got you"?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
What does it say? I want to read it.
It is that exact same flyer that you guys got handed out at the beginning of the campaign from
Sindra Sylvain?
from Sindra Sylvain, except dated about 2 weeks earlier.
Wow.
Hey, we're gonna get murdered.
We're more successful than this guy.
Wait, no, that means we're next to die, doesn't it?
No.
God damn it! Why did I say yes to this?
You guys
we'll
have
pay you
managed to
50
find
gold
the
and
part.
magic items. Like, oh, okay, I'll do that. Fuck this shit.
So, at the conclusion of that, Aaron turns back up in the morning, sees you guys, and smells the rotting corpses, and just kind of lands and gives you all a very quizzical look.
Oh, by the way, for this, is my ice armor would have melted, so I'm just wearing a drenched set of armor.
Well, business as usual, as another night in the jungles of Chult have come to pass. I said that to Aaron. Since you look
Okay.
a little confused. I mean, there's a reason you won't stay here at night, I'm sure.
He just motions to the plants and kind of looks at you, and just the back and forth thing of, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no ticket.
He cocks his head to the side in that, stereotypical bird fashion, looking very confused, and goes, ready to go.
I think so. Yeah.
Lead the way.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so
Lead us downfield.
he lets you guys know. I have to take a look at your guys' map real fast.
All right, guys, here's the deal. At no point while talking to this bird person do we ever sit there and use the Futurama line, "We're owl exterminators." I think I'll freak him out.
Probably.
Yeah.
So let's see here. It would be about 10 days with Aaron's help. Just make, because he's there scouting for you, I'll want 3 perception checks and just 3 survival checks.
I'll perceive. No, I won't. Don't ask me to perceive.
Do we want
I
me
got
to...
plus survival. I'll give it a try.
Alright, yeah. Considering I've been rolling like shit on survival rolls despite having the biggest modifier.
And it's not the size of the modifier. It's what you roll on the dice.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to be happy with these rolls.
Can you do me a favor, Dan? Can you take those dice and mail it to Mike, and he has to DM with those?
I wouldn't blame you.
It's a 3, a 7, and a 21.
A 3, a 7, and a 21. So it takes you guys a little bit longer to get where you're going. Aaron occasionally has to turn around, check on you guys.
It turns out
figure
we're
out
following a different Aarakockra entirely.
where you got, a little lost along the way. He, ferries you back along the right path. But, what about the perception checks?
Sounds like Geth's doing them.
17.
I think
Need 2 more.
you need 3 of them here.
Oh, I'm doing all of them?
I'll do the middle one.
Do you guys really want to rely on me?
Ooh, a 19.
Alright. You want to do the last one, Geth? Or you want me to do it?
I already rolled the dice, but it's not good.
Neither's mine.
8.
Well, mine was 11.
Mine's an 8.
Well, I got a 11 first, or an 8 first.
Shouldn't have
Was
said
it
that.
my 8?
That was supposed to be a stage whisper, Mike.
Well,
You're the stage. You can't hear this.
so, right as you guys are getting up to the foundation of Kir Sabal, all day something has been harassing you. Like you see you're about a half day off from Kir Sabal, and it's getting near the evening, but all day it's almost like something's been harassing you. There's been random berries that have smacked you guys, occasional trips over nothing, and coin purses falling off, just weird kind of juvenile shit that's happening with no real explanation as you guys are going on.
I turn around and is there Strahd's floating head behind us?
No, there is not.
Oh, thank God.
What was the name of that
Oh,
thing in
thank
The
God.
Witcher? That like spirit that lived in the bog.
I believe it was called Stabbable.
So how do you guys handle that you're being harassed all day by some unknown entity?
I've been giving
So
Kaziri
come on, Chadwick.
dirty side glances the entire time, thinking it was him.
It's not me. I don't know what to tell you. I'll
guys.
fuck with everybody but you guys.
Could I, at some
Guys,
point during the day, take the time to cast Detect Magic to see if maybe I can see like if it's being hidden by something like that?
Yeah, when you guys decide to stop for lunch, you can go for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
So-
ritual, so it just takes me like 10 minutes.
You notice that there seems to be a small magical presence that is moving around you guys and occasionally coming into camp when these things are coming into your group when these things are happening.
Guys,
It's
it's
Elsie.
Chadwick.
Yeah. As that happens, I cast Minor Illusion using the Darkshard Amulet again to make it look like there's a giant like pot of gold right in the center of our lunches.
And then,
Oh.
since he has that and I have Detect Magic, can I see like when this entity comes in towards the middle and like sort of like spring a trap, like everyone sorts of like grabs
And by
whatever's
the
there?
way, I rolled an 11 on the Arcana check. I just barely passed.
Yes, you did. It seems to show no interest in the pot of gold. The presence doesn't. It seems to be more entertained or more active with messing with you guys above all else.
I slapped Kaziri.
Mother! Fuck, that's not me!
Hang on, guys. I call out to like the direction that I can sense it in, like I like, hey there, little friend, and see if there's anything that like says anything back.
No, it just ducks behind a tree when you speak.
I switch my Minor Illusion so it's a pedestal with a button on it and a sign like from an Acme cartoon. It just says, "Don't press this button."
So, with that happening, Kaziri, can you make a perception check for me?
Nope. I mean,
You're
I'll
gonna-
roll it, but I probably can't. Adjusted 19, 18 plus 1.
So, what you notice is that, and Benning, you see this happening, is this presence comes flying into camp and goes to grab onto one of Kaziri's horns and yank his head. And right as he feels the tug, he whips his head to the side and you see this presence kind of go tumbling off into the forest.
Man. I got a spasm in one of my neck muscles.
So clearly somebody can dish it but can't take it, is what I'm understanding.
I mean, I get it, but my neck. Ow.
It's so like when it went tumbling, did it like roll off and like hide again? Does it like look like it's been sort of like, can we grab it?
I mean, you can certainly try.
I would like to try.
Priorities.
Go for it.
We're going after that.
What do I
Fuck
need?
this
What do I need to
necromancer.
roll to try
Going
to
after that.
grab this little shit?
I'd say probably dexterity with the way it is.
Well, that's 3.
So you go to make a grab for it, and it flies up the sleeve of your coat.
How small is this thing? Is this a pixie?
At this point, I tackle Benning.
Wait. While it's touching me, I cast Shocking Grasp.
I still said it. It's still happening.
So Kaziri
Alright.
gets hit by it too.
Let's see here.
So that usually I have to roll for that one.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
It doesn't hit. But let's see here.
See how badly Kaziri voids his bladder.
Kaziri, would that hit you?
No, I got a 16.
I barely even hit my own fucking coat.
What? With that, you feel a very sharp bite on one of your nipples.
Ow, motherfuck!
And then it doesn't feel like there's anything in your coat again.
As the back of your coat is covered in dirt because I sacked the shit out of you. Second down, let's go.
But as you guys make camp for the night, this thing continues to prank you throughout the day. You start settling in, and right as you all just kind of sit down, make dinner, in front of you, a green fairy dragon appears.
Did you say fairy
A dragon?
dragon?
Fairy dragon.
Why is everything here like X plus
A
dragon?
dragon. Yeah.
Like dragon turtle, fairy dragon. Like, what is this?
So,
Okay, first off, does that make me a tiefling dragon? Does it just mean anything you want?
I'm a human dragon.
Yeah. Is there a sriracha dragon somewhere on this island?
We need to find that.
So, this thing lands and, starts taking a few pieces from your guys' meal, and inside of all of your heads, you hear a little voice go, you guys are fun. I got a couple answers for questions. If you have a few, I'll answer. You guys put up with my pranks all day, and we're a lot of fun. So, you got any questions for me? I know a lot about Charlotte.
First off, is your name Morty? You sound a lot like a Morty.
Oh,
No, not a Morty.
hey, little friend, I've got a big question for you. This is number one, and this is the answer. This is a question that should be burning in all of our heads right now. Do you know where Omu is?
Oh yeah, that place is really easy to find. You just gotta know where to look.
Simple as that. Game over. Let's go. I pull out the map. Like, show me, little friend.
Question number 2. Can you teach me how to read that map?
So, as you pull out the map, and he, she, whatever it is, reveals
As Morty.
as Morty. Yeah, Omu is
Gee, it's right here.
is right over here, guys. And I gotta switch
can I
layers real fast.
perception check this thing, or insight check? 'Cause I don't
Yeah.
trust it because it's been pranking us all day.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I prank it with my dagger?
5.
That's prick, not prank.
Oh, yes.
It
Sorry.
seems absolutely on the level. So we'll move you guys over to your map.
Goofy fairies on the up and up.
As for when it's showing you guys on the map where Omu is, it's going into a very long and detailed explanation on latitude and longitude and how you read a map and how compasses work and general navigation stuff.
So tell me more about this direction called Weast. What's Weast?
He told you out loud.
Weast is left.
So,
It's always
okay.
left.
Okay, yeah.
before he answers this question, he looks at your group, and in your guys' head you hear, you sure you want that to be your third question?
No.
Okay, so this is a stage whisper because this is to the group. Obviously, we need to discuss what our third question is going to be.
What is your quest?
What is your favorite color?
I'm going to go over and put my hand across Kaziri's mouth.
All right, guys.
Stop licking me.
You can see this little dragon fairy's shoulders jumping up and down like it's chuckling to itself.
All right, look. Should we ask where the death curse is coming from? So that was why not from Kazuri.
Don't help me.
That would be a bad choice.
You wouldn't be a bad choice. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else.
Right. Like I'm trying to think of like burning questions that we
Big,
have as a
big
group.
questions.
Yeah, and like I mean, obviously the quest is to find where the soulmonger is.
To end this death curse.
Right. So we gotta find the soulmonger.
So do we want to know what the source is, or do we want to know how to end it?
Ooh. Well, because like
I
we
told you to stop licking me.
he said you taste like caramel. And he tips his hat to you. It's real confusing. let's be honest, tiefling culture is a little bit of a question mark. How to end the death curse or where to find the soulmonger. Was
We roll for it.
Yeah, I mean, we could leave it to fate. Was our second question teaching Kaziri how to read a map?
Yes, it was.
Son of a bitch.
I knew
Do I
it.
know how to read maps now?
You know very well how to read maps in a very technical sense. Practically, you have no experience.
I've learned things.
Alright. So I'm gonna roll a d4. Evens will be where is the soulmonger? Odds will be how do we end the death curse?
I'm going to be upfront with you. Be very, very deliberate in how you ask your question is going to dictate the answer you get.
Alright, so
That's your question.
so then evens is where is the soulmonger located? Odds is how do we destroy the soulmonger? Does that make sense? Guys?
Logic's to me.
I suppose.
Okay. Alright, that's even. So that one was where do we find the soulmonger?
Where is the soulmonger located?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. Where is the soulmonger located? Little fairy friend.
In the Tomb of the Nine Gods.
Shit. Motherfuck.
I want you to be very deliberate.
Okay, but we learned something.
We did. There are 9 gods.
There is a
I
tomb.
remove my hand from Kaziri's mouth and I wipe the
Wait,
spittle off on my.
There's a small waterfall that emits as he lets go.
So just for that, this
I
dragon.
was trying to
thing-
say I needed to brush my teeth.
like,
Don't smell your hand.
your guys' interaction in the last 5 minutes with this fairy has actually convinced it to give you one more question.
I put my hand back over Kaziri's mouth.
And I mean, this little dragon fairy about falls off of the twig it's standing on as this happens. Like, just, if it wasn't holding on by 1 foot, it would have fallen about 3 foot by now and nailed the ground.
And that's how we killed the dragon. I'm tearing up, guys.
So in all your heads, he goes, "Oh, okay, I'll give you one more for that. This is too good."
Okay, so as an aside then again.
Damn it! With the licking again.
Something about gravy. Alright, so do we ask him where on the map is the Tomb of the Nine Gods? Or do we go with how do we destroy the soulmonger?
why are the 9 gods in tombs?
I don't think it's very helpful.
Well, I think since we were on the strain of trying to find the location, maybe the thing about the 9 gods would be.
So like,
First,
How do we get there?
well, he's gonna say
Or-
something stupid like fucking
Yeah,
walk there or something like that.
Walking.
So like,
Really?
if I
I
ask him
probably
like,
want to have where exactly on the map.
yeah, I was gonna say where on this map is the Tomb of the Nine Gods located? So hopefully
and
he
we
can point
figure
that out.
the rest
But
of
the
it.
only problem is like, what if it's in Elmu and then like we just like wasted another question?
right. If we just find out now how to destroy the soulmonger and end the curse, we can probably find.
Yeah, I mean it's at least I mean Tomb of the Nine Gods. We know what Elmu is. It's a pretty hefty lead. It's probably the strongest one we've had so far.
Yeah. So maybe the one about the destroying.
Okay. Kaziri?
I'm writing on the ground right now because I can't speak, and that's what I say.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Check the chat.
I'm
He can't
He
read.
can't read. Oh, okay.
Alright, I roll my eyes and I take my thumb off of his nose. At least.
That's how he inhales his nose.
All right.
Tiefling anatomy.
I was thinking no one would notice that.
Fairy friend, how do we destroy the soulmonger?
Kind of thinks about it for a minute, and that's a good question. I would guess by breaking it.
So he doesn't
You think
actually.
we asked for your guess? Does that count if it's your guess?
I mean, like
Well,
we're at a
In
question
essence,
essentially,
you're
so, like,
asking
you
if
don't know.
this dragon fairy has gone into the Tomb of the Nine Gods, into the realm of whatever creature created the soulmonger, and tried to destroy it itself. It's a dragon fairy.
I mean, look, it wasn't necessarily going to be a completely infinite resource, but like we tried.
Yeah.
It gave you its best
Right.
guess, and it is by breaking it.
Pull my hand off Kaziri's mouth again.
I knew he was totally going to answer that way. I knew it. I knew it. I could have told you all that. You could have sat there like, Kaziri, what would happen to make the soulmonger break? I don't know, by breaking it.
But with that, it, continues chuckling to itself and just poofs and is gone.
Could have wished it for more wishes.
I feel like there's like laws against that, though, right?
Well,
Like,
I
you
don't.
can't-
I don't think
like,
it works with the question.
My
'Cause
first
your
question is,
can
can
I
you-
have more questions? And
Because
then
he'd just be
it's
like, no, that's a waste of a question.
No, because that's why you don't ask it. You say, give me more questions.
But that's not a question. He said he'd answer 3 questions.
Yeah, but he can also have to respond to statements. Am I the only one that knows how language works?
Apparently.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Also, did you really think I was going to bomb it that bad?
yes.
after you stole one for learning how to read maps, it was questionable at best.
I learned
Although I
so
will
much.
say,
I
that
learned
was-
more than the rest of you learned.
I was going to say that question was more effective than the last question. So
Because guess what? I now can read maps.
I will say,
Does Kazirina have
for-
proficiency in survival?
when it comes to helping you guys navigate, he will have advantage on survival rolls now because he knows how well to read this damn map without having assistance.
All right.
And we will say, just for argument's sake, if somebody chooses to assist him, we will give him a
Double advantage. Super secret
Automatic
operation.
Automatic
What's your-
success.
no, not an automatic,
God damn it.
an additional +3 to your roll.
Okay.
Ooh,
Wow.
it's better than being proficient.
Oh, yeah. Don't ask questions. Don't do things to expand the narrative.
He is stupid proficient at reading maps now, and being able to tell you how to go in a certain direction.
By the way, in my character notes, it just says +3 on maps. When helps.
That's fine.
+3 to assisted maps.
Like, I had to give you something because you wanted to know how to read maps, and this fucker taught you how to read maps.
Yeah.
He really did.
Look, man, School of Hard Knocks.
Okay.
I
So-
like that little guy. Oh, girl, what? I like that fairy person.
Yeah, it was a dragon. Oh, we should have asked it where the Sriracha dragon was. Is it too late for it to come back?
yes.
But
Damn.
any of you want to scour over the? Actually, I got another plan for this. So you guys, scoured over your shit. You learned how about maps. You learned where Omu is. You bedded down for the night. Next morning comes around. We'll say, gotta knock some shit off this map or off this chart here. That we'll go there. So it's a slightly cooler morning when you guys wake up, and there's a slight breeze, but you're less than a day's travel away from Kir Sabal at this point.
So is Aaron back for the morning then?
Yep, he's back ridiculously early this morning because it's just a short little jog for him to get where you guys are at now.
Fantastic. Before we even set out, I just want to see if Aaron has heard of the Tomb of the Nine Gods.
And I asked him if he can read maps. We can ride.
Tomb of the Nine Gods he looks very confused at it and responds with, "You'd be better off asking teacher. She knows more about this world than I do. I'm still a fledgling."
Hey, look, that's fine. I just learned about it last night. I'm gonna ask fucking everybody.
And I just learned how to read maps last night.
And he goes, "Maps? What are those? I have no need for whatever maps is."
What? How do you navigate then?
I'm guessing it's some sort of internal bird clock. I don't know.
I just know which way to go and fly by landmark.
I mean, like, no offense, Aaron. Seriously, no offense at all. All due respect, and even more so. But like, Kaziri, have you ever heard of like a messenger pigeon? Like, how do they know where they're going? They can't read maps.
Wait, pigeons send messages?
Yeah.
How can we buy all of those and start our own Twitter company?
What would it be called? A cooter?
Yeah. Whoa, hey, whoa. I'm sure we can find a better name than that.
You've had a lot of great business ideas.
We
Yeah.
really have.
Look, man, we better fucking live so we can enact some of these.
Shit, you should just become a navigation business with, super map reading now.
Look, Kaziri,
Yeah.
you could actually
You
be
like
a god
GPS.
now.
I-
You could
look,
take
I'll make
Farul and
my own
Gondola's
company
spot.
to compete against TomTom. And it's just called Kaziri.
Kaziri.
So, is there anything you guys would like to do before setting off for, your half day's travel to the foot of Kir Sabal?
Yeah, I'd like to gather the party in for just a second. And I sit there, it's like, hey, been thinking a little bit about that book Benning found and kind of told us about that. And it makes it seem like we're not the first ones to try to come in and do this. The major question that I have, and I hope I'm not offending anybody when I ask this, but why us? Like, why are we just regular schmucks being sent in to figure this out? I mean, we have the Order of the Gauntlet here, the Merchant Princes. They have infinitely more resources than we do. But why are we doing what they can't?
Well, I mean, the order of the Gauntlet, we found out when we went to Camp Vengeance, is woefully understaffed and supplied. So their own expeditions are already hampered before they even start. And then,
But
yeah,
that's still more than just the 5 of us, and well, him.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but then again, I think we could probably do things that other people really can't.
I mean, we have shopkeepers who can do things that we can't.
That's very true. But look, as far as the people of Nyanzaru go, they're all only there to try to make more money. And as far as allocating resources to going out in the jungle and preventing a death curse that they're not even dead, I mean, honestly, they have very little monetary drive to actually do anything. Because the more of their competitors die, the more money they make. It's shitty. It's fucking dumb. But it is. I think that's just the way their society works.
Look, it's just, if we can find a better answer for this as to why us, just let me know. All right, guys?
And that's fair. Also, to that point, though, I did want to say, I think that we should probably start... We should probably stop assuming that people know that we're adventurers here to end the death curse and just lead off with that. That we are adventurers seeking to end the death curse. Because, like, people don't know who we are.
What if we want to be not known?
But, well, that's the thing, is, like, adventurers really have kind of fucked this land, if I'm being honest with you, based on what I've read in this book. They have, like, pillaged, plundered, and raped their way to whatever they wanted. So, well, really, we should lead off with the death curse thing, I think.
And we got crickets.
No, I think that sounds like a good plan. Might get a little more cooperation, a little more help.
I mean, it's at least worth a shot.
Yep.
What do you think, Geff? I know you really like to maintain your anonymity.
Whatever.
At the same time, you
Yeah,
like to
no.
cast friends to make things easier, so like I feel like this is easier.
And then
on top
people
of
get
it.
mad at me. I don't really care about that. We can do that.
Alright. Well, I think that's about all the sort of party stuff we had. Hey, Ron, you want to guide us up?
Yep, without a problem. So he takes off, and you guys start following without issue. And as the fog breaks that day, you're getting closer and closer to Kir Sabal, and you see through the distance, right as you're approaching, the fog is finally just dissipating to its fullest extent and almost completely gone. You see an ancient monastery overlooking the jungle. It's perched high on a cliff on a tall plateau. There are stone steps and rickety walkways connecting the various buildings that you can see at the top. The lowest, which is 500 feet above ground. From here you see that the main building has a circular maze-like symbol carved into the crumbling facade. Every few minutes you see birdfolk either land at the monastery or launch themselves from its balcony and take to the sky.
Can I make a sketch of that symbol? That way I can remember it for later if I need to recognize it on something.
It's eerily similar to the same kind of pattern you saw on that statue of Ubatu that you traced earlier. Yep. The one that you guys made a rubbing of. It's almost identical to that, same design, same style. The maze is a little different on it, but generally the same thing.
Okay. If I'll make a rubbing of it, okay, I'm gonna make a rubbing of it anyway, just to see what happens. I learned a spell last time.
You'll have to get up there first to really get enough of the details from it to be able to make a sketch.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So there you guys are at the foot of Kir Sabal, which is 500 feet above your heads.
How do we get up? Is it stairs?
And make a perception check. So I'll at least put you guys on to
It's a
Kir
it's a
Sabal's
dirty
page.
20.
Dirty 20.
Filthy 20.
You do notice that there appear to be, in some manner, walkways, but they are crumbled, decaying, and rickety from disuse.
Is there a giant gorilla at the top?
But this is kind of, if you guys can see this, which you should be able to,
Yeah.
what Kir Sabal looks like.
Okay.
That's why I
You
said
guys
what
are
the
at
hell.
the foot of it right now.
Oh, Kir Sabal. I thought you were saying Sir Sabal.
Maybe Aaron, maybe you could take us up to the main monastery one at a time. Is it possible?
Teacher said you must make the climb on your own to prove your worth.
Even though
What
we're...
if
Just not with
And you told teacher that we're here to end the death case?
I just told teacher that there were visitors coming.
Would you mind running back up and let teacher know that we're actively seeking to end this death case?
And
Tell
take me
them
with
that
you
holy
so I
warriors
can
have
explain
come.
this the right way.
Holy warriors have come to rid us of the evil that plagues this land.
Make a persuasion check with him, and then I'll make one for the teacher.
Oh,
Who
Wait,
is
what?
persuading him?
I was trying to persuade him to bring me with him.
Yeah,
when
and I
he
was
goes
trying to
up to
persuade him
talk
to
to
go
him.
back up there. Who is it that you want making this check?
and I was
Well,
just talking.
who cares more? Does somebody want to try and weasel
I'll
their
do
way
it.
up?
I'll
there?
do it. I'll do it.
Can we persuade him about different things?
I rolled a 19, 14 plus 5.
Yeah, let him do
What
it.
are you trying to persuade him to do, though?
To take to take Geth up.
I just want to be the one to go up
Yeah.
because I don't want to climb this.
To take Geth up and to sit there and announce us as holy warriors that have come to rid the world of the death curse.
Let's
Yes.
see here. He
And-
is.
And what in common when I'm saying holy, it's WHOLLY.
I'm going to have to be stabbed a few times before we go up.
He goes. I will not carry one up, but I will relay the message to teacher.
But
Can
can
you
you
talk
also
about
say
that?
that he said it? And I point to Geth.
So he's going to relay the general gist of there's a blue man who says they're holy warriors to end death curse.
I mean, at least the last part's in it. That's fine.
Yes. Look,
That's
guys,
what
I do
everyone
take direction. I just need really specific ones.
And so he returns and goes, "Teacher says you still must make the climb.
Fuck.
Outsiders normally are not welcome."
But we're inside Kir Sabal, so
What if you take me up there, you don't tell anybody, and I just wait for the rest of the group to come up, so it looks like I walked the whole way?
You can try and make a persuasion check.
That's a really good idea.
20 total.
Yeah, that's still not enough. He's starting to get more nervous the more you're trying to con him into this. It's almost like
The DM doesn't like it when we try to do things.
it's almost like they are very set in their ways, and what teacher says is law. He's getting very uncomfortable with trying to be persuaded to go against teacher. And it's like a visible nervousness. He's like shifting his feet. It's like it's that feeling you get when you're about to do something that you're almost going to vomit, but he can't vomit because he's a bird person.
But that's how their babies get fed.
Well, he can't vomit.
He's a male bird person.
He's a male.
Just start climbing.
Yeah,
Yep.
I guess that we really have no choice.
Like he's very uncomfortable with this. He's like, "I will stay with you for the climb, but I'm not going to carry you up there."
If we fall, can you catch us before we hit the ground?
Will you catch us if we fall?
He will certainly try.
Can you give me like a large piece of unbroken cloth and a few pieces of rope so that if we fall, it will sit there and slow our descent down?
Does anyone have climbing stuff?
I have some
Do you have any
pythons.
pitons or anything like that?
I have
I just
rope,
have
but
rope.
I have no climbing
Yeah.
equipment.
I have python. I have one python.
I have a torch.
You should have 10, Kaziri. If it came with you equipment.
Oh, I do have 10.
Yeah.
I have specifically 10. And I have a hammer to drive them in as well.
I have a wooden stake.
Oh, I also have the immovable rod.
Oh shit! Yeah, the fucking immovable rod.
So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to try something. Because now that I know how this works a little bit better, I'm going to jump into the air. And at the apex of my jump, I'm going to hit the button. What happens?
You stop wherever that rod is at.
Guys. Am I off the ground?
You're not on it.
Okay, what do I do now? This is kind of the end of my plan.
Figure out
just
the other
walk
half
right
of this
past
plan.
And I hit the button again. What happens?
You fall the foot and a half down.
God damn it!
foot and a half. Did you hear how shit your fucking vertical is?
Look, in my
You
defense,
wanted
I'm carrying.
to fairy dragon.
I'm the one who got the most out of it.
All right, yeah. I guess
Alright.
let's start with the fucking climb.
Before we go, is there a ladder anywhere?
There's a
If there's a
series
ladder
of
somewhere, let's figure it out.
there's a series of walkways that are broken, ladders that are decaying and look like they're partially rotting, boards covering gaps that were once there that look like they're rotting.
Who's the lightest of us?
Can I cast detect magic to see if there's like some sort of hidden magical path up this that like only those who believe and like give themselves to stepping off will find or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, you can give it a shot. So we'll say you burn 10 minutes and cast detect magic. There is nothing magical except for you and your party members.
I'll magic
And
as hell.
the immovable rod.
All right, well, that was worth a shot.
All
Oh,
right.
guys, this is a great plan, and I jump up and I press the button again.
And then
It's just stage freeze.
he loses his grip.
And it's stuck where I can't reach it.
Well, let's see if that happens. Let's make a strength check.
Natural 20s.
Nope. Doesn't lose his grip at all. It's almost like he's doing chin-ups on the immovable rod.
I'm a ninja warrior.
I jump up and grab onto him, try to climb up him.
To where?
All right. Let's go with an acrobatics check because you're trying to climb a moving person.
I'm not moving anymore. The rod stopped me.
Well, it was like you were doing a salmon climb with the
Oh.
rod.
Well, if that's the case, let me get my body in the right position then.
13 acrobatics.
You're struggling to hold on. You know, you're slipping off progressively as he's doing this kind of salmon ladder deal, and eventually you just kind of lose your grip and fall off.
Sorry, I forgot to dry off my armor from when I cast armor effect. I get this.
I put out my hand to help Geth up and say, well, at least you didn't take his paints off on your way down.
And I
was trying to.
All right, back on the ground.
All right, let's start climbing.
All right, then I'm going to need a athletics check from everybody.
Shit.
By the way,
Can I just point out I'm a
as a
wizard?
contingency, as
What's
a
up, Jay?
contingency, if I ever start falling, the first thing I'm going to do is sit there, grab the movable rod with 2 hands, and then hit the button.
Okay, perfect.
That's an 8.
You need to grab your removable rod. Dan, you're going to have the choice, as with anybody else who gets less than a 15,
Well, I'm never
to
gonna make it.
either take 3d6 falling damage or gain a level of exhaustion and get disadvantage on skill checks.
3d6.
3d6.
But
Are you rolling it?
I never hit the ground.
Kaziri doesn't have to worry about it because he's got his immovable rod.
Well, I'll take the damage on the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I will too.
Let me roll this shit and see what I get.
So just go ahead and roll your 3d6 for damage.
Oh, we roll it ourselves.
I'm going to go ahead and take the damage this first time.
Our own damage.
Yeah, I'll let you guys roll your own.
Oh, damn it, I rolled 2 6s. Fucking crap.
Ouch.
That is craps, actually.
14.
Yeah,
I
same.
got 10.
Okay, so you've managed to navigate the first obstacle, not without some incidents. You know, turns out that when you get distracted by Kaziri and Salmon Ladder, you kind of miss the few gaps that are in this walkway on the first portion and fall a little bit. All right, so you guys are about a third of the way up there. I'm going to need an acrobatics check from everybody.
Oh, I got +2 on this.
Much better.
That's no better.
Can I take my second wind right now?
Yes, you can.
I got a 12.
Same rules as before. Anybody less than a 15 is either 3d6 bludgeoning damage from a fall or a level of exhaustion.
Or I press the button.
It's possible
Or
I
you press the
die,
button.
so I'm going to get exhausted.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take that as well.
Okay. You guys are looking pretty shitty right now. Like, you're getting beat up by climbing up a cliffside, so it's understandable. It's just really rough.
So I'll
All right, Mike,
take...
you fight gravity and see what happens.
I put both hands on my knees. I'm bent over. I'm like... I look up. How far are we?
2/3 of the way, and Kaziri looks pristine.
You little sack of shit. Give me the rod.
Only if you promise to give it back.
Oh, well, of course.
I tie myself. I take out my rope, tie it around myself, and then tie it around Kaziri's horn.
That's not how it works.
All
Right,
right.
fine. I'll move it around his waist.
Thank you.
Then it's going to be a sleight of hand check for the knot.
Okay.
And how much rope are you using between you and Kaziri?
I'm like right behind him. I'm giving myself like 5 feet.
Okay.
And I cut the rope.
Sleight of hand, 13.
All right. It seems like a workable knot. So,
I don't
Kaziri,
actually cut the rope. I don't.
I was going to say, you want to cut the rope? We'll cut the rope. Anybody
This
else?
is not
gonna-
like that one scene in Vertical Limit.
DM, I have a question. Using the immovable rod to cross, like Kaziri did, is it how hard would it be to relay the rod back so that everyone could sort of take advantage of it on the way up?
Don't waste the rod.
Does it have a certain number of clicks? Is it like an iPhone lock button?
It's possible, but based on situation, it may end up putting you guys into a position where it's going to be even harder to get across.
Oh,
Don't fuck me.
Nah, well, I mean, he was nice enough to lend me the rod.
And if something happens and you guys end up on two different sides with the movable rod, there's a chance when you throw it across, it could fall and you guys would be in real trouble.
Right, that's what I was trying to figure out. If it was like easy, like if it was easy, I'll like just keep like sort of baton passing it around. But no, I'll use it on this final third.
At this point, you guys are somewhere in the ballpark of 350 foot up in the air, so if you try throwing that rod and there's a gust of wind or, it's not hard enough or an updraft, it's going to go.
I'm not going to fuck him. I mean, he handed me the rod. I'm not going to dick him over.
All right. So, Kazir, you're handing over the rod then?
I have handed over such rod.
Okay. I need you guys to make a perception check for me, all of you.
Why am I tied to him now? Oh, God.
And those with exhaustion are doing it with disadvantage.
I rolled 2 10s. Fuck you.
You say perception?
14.
Yep, perception.
Is that a 14 or a 5?
It's a 5, but I wanted to make clear that I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay.
So,
Wait, before all this rod nonsense started happening, I took exhaustion.
okay.
And missed my second attempt. So what happens at that point in time?
If you have exhaustion, you take disadvantage on your skill checks for 1 level. If you have 2 levels of exhaustion, your movement speed is halved.
Okay, I did not miss on the next check, which was with disadvantage also. And
Okay.
I got a 17.
All right. So, we have Kaziri and Geth, who are tied together.
Wait, was it athletics or was it strength?
This one is perception.
So
No, I mean to make it up the walkway.
what I think I'm understanding what Clog is. So what happened was he missed his second attempt, DM. So he rolled again with disadvantage from the exhaustion and made it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, yeah.
So there's 3
But
checks to get up there.
What was the modifier on that?
The second one was acrobatics. And you just needed to beat a 15.
Okay, yeah, I got a 16 on that then.
Okay. So yeah, you didn't have to take exhaustion. You took the fall damage from the first one, the second one you made, and now we're on to the third one.
Okay, I thought I missed the second one. I made the third.
Oh, okay, I'm backwards then. Yeah, you made the third one without a problem then. So you
I
just
think basically what happened is that we were fucking around with the immovable rod and Cloggy just like kept climbing.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. You guys were all dicking around with the rod, and Cloggy's like, "Fuck you assholes," and made it to the top.
Cloggy just older brother does.
The clogster does its own thing sometimes.
But both Kaziri and Geth, you have the option to either take 3d6 fall damage or another point of exhaustion.
I'll take my first point of exhaustion.
Okay.
I regret tying to myself right before he gave up the rod. I have to take exhaustion because I don't want to die.
Okay, so with how rough this climb was, Cloggy's kind of standing up there waiting on all of you guys because Bending had the immovable rod. He made it just fine on that last one.
I handed it back to Kaziri.
But Kaziri pretty much looks the best out of all of you when you finally make it to the top. It's late afternoon, early evening because of the rough climb, and it's kind of a pain to get up there. And that's where we'll leave off, is you guys making it to the top of Kir Sabal.
Son of a bitch.
And I put the immovable rod down so we don't move anywhere until next week.
There you go.
This thing's not going to fall.